Hey viewers, welcome back to the e-learning platform of the GS College of Commerce, Wardha. So today we are going to see our subject monetary economics. Under the monetary economics subject, what we are going to cover today, we will going to cover the second unit, electronic banking. Under that, we will cover the topic that is National Automated Clearing House. Okay, that's we will cover today. As far as the electronic banking are concerned, we have seen that the interbank transactions takes place electronically with the help of interbank, or we can say an individual can perform the banking transactions with the help of the internet facilities and the computer peripherals. So there are the different facilities which we have seen earlier. We have seen the debit card, we have seen the credit card. Similarly, we have seen the NEFT facilities as well as RTGS. Okay, now in that particular chapter, that is electronic banking, one aspect is left, and that is the National Automated Clearing House that we are going to cover today. So this is somewhat, we can say, the National Automated Clearing House, or NACH, we can say it is somewhat the more advanced version of the ECS, okay, electronic clearing services. So in this type of the facility, national NACH facility, basically the two type of the facilities are provided, that is the NACH debit as well as the NACH credit. Okay, whereby see, these facilities used by the institutions as well as the companies, the banks itself, financial institutions also. This facility is used for making the transfer of funds which are actually of the bulk nature and repetitive in nature. Okay, bulk as well as repetitive in nature. So for that purpose, basically this facility is used. Okay, this NACH facility, or National Automated Clearing House facility, is basically provided by the National Payment Corporation of India, NPCI. Provided these facilities or has implemented these facilities for the banks, in financial institutions, corporates, governments, whereby these institution has to make the lump sum payments. Okay, lump sum payments, or we can say bulk payment to which are having the a voluminous transactions takes place. Okay, so such facility is used. Okay, whereby it's a centralized system, and centralized system whereby the transfer of funds takes place from one account to another account. Okay, let's see this facility, if you will see, the NACH mandate is used. What is basically NACH mandate? This is the mandate or order which is granted by the institutions or by a customer, basically for the debit as well as debit of the account. Okay, so there are two types of the NACH mandate. One is the debit and the credit. Okay, so when we are talking about the NACH debit mandate, basically NACH debit is used for collection of the payments. Okay, these payments are like the telephone bills, SIP of the mutual funds, whereby we find that every month the certain amount is deducted towards the payment of the mutual funds. Okay, similarly the electricity bills is to be paid. So such type of the authority is given for debiting the account for such type of the transactions. What we find, basically people have the home loan facility. So in that case also, the customer actually provides the mandate, or gives the mandate to the bank to debit its account of particular amount every month on a specific days. Okay, so this is the NACH debit, or National Automated Clearing House debit facility, NACH debit. And the other one is the NACH credit, whereby basically it is used to credit the certain amounts, that is the salaries are credited, dividends, similarly the subsidies as well as the interest are provided, similarly the certain benefits which are provided by the government to the number of people, okay, social benefits. So these are also used under here. Okay, now we will see what are the uses of the NACH or the National Automated Clearing House facility. Basically, it's used for the payment of the SIP, bill payments of the electricity and water. Similarly, the credit card bill payments are also made with this facility. Home loan EMIs payments are made with the help of the this facility. Similarly, when we are talking about the credit, so salary distribution among the employees, similarly the dividend to the large number of the shareholders, interest to the large number of the beneficiaries, like who have invested in the money, who have invested the money in the company. Similarly, the LPD subsidies to the large number of the customers. So these all are done through the credit, okay, NACH credit or the National Automated Clearing House credit facility. Now we will here discuss what are the main objectives of this NACH, National Automated Clearing House facility. Basically, to devise a system with a broader pan-India coverage to process high volume digital payments smoothly. So here basically we find the large amount of the high volume of the digital payments takes place smoothly. Similarly, it increases the efficiency of handling the credit as well as debit. Similarly, the refunds and rejections, all this increases the efficiency. The fund can be easily debited and the fund can be easily credited. Similarly, to offer direct corporate access to these selected users, and to improve the governance by linking the Aadhaar number to the institution identification number and introducing the mandate management system. So these are basically the objectives behind this facility of National Automated Clearing House. Okay, now we will see what are the benefits of this facility. This facility provides the benefits to the merchants, similarly to the customers as well as to the banks. Okay, so customers are retained by the merchants when they are sure that they have to make the payment, they have to collect the payments. So the payments are collected via the electronic mode, so they don't have to contact to each every time to the customers. Similarly, the customers are also happy that once the mandate are provided or the debit of the account, so the fund will be transferred. So every time we don't have to go to there for the making the payments, so the customers are also happy. Similarly, it reduces the overall operational cost because all these things are done electronically, digitally it is done. So this is actually the error-free as well as easier way of handling the transactions. So the operational cost is also reduced and it enhances the security. Basically, these mandate are actually handled by the NPCI, and this just because of this compliance, the security element is also there. So both for the merchants as well as for the customers, for both these parties, the security element is increased. Okay, so the customers' financial information as well as the merchant both financial information are secured. So the security is enhanced. Now, as far as for the benefits of the customers are concerned, smooth and undistributed services. Okay, as a customer, the person don't have to authenticate the subscription every single month. Okay, earlier what used to be happen, then the person has to issue the number of checks. Now such facility and such tedious job is also not there. Only once you have filled your e-mandate and use your e-mandate, with the help of this, now the basically whatever the debit is to be taken place from your account, it will be done automatically. Okay, on a specified date every month. So it's again good for the customers also. So it's a flexible option is there. Subscriptions, customers are provided with the numerous options. They can choose any plan, and they can when they want that this plan should be closed down or this mandate can be closed, so they can do it also. Okay, ease of use, it's very easy for handling. Okay, hassle-free bulk payments can be done via this facility. So ease of use is also there for the customers. As far as the benefits for the banks are concerned, basically we find the better customer services, faster payment processing, and stronger ties with the associated organization. There is no need to issue or rely on the checks as well as the paperwork. All this is basically paperless work is involved. Registration, payment, collection of EMIs, loans and advances, all are done hassle-free manner. So as far as the manual process, it is not involved the manual process, so there are the less chances of the errors. Okay, and smooth flow of work takes place. So these are basically the overall objectives as well as the benefit of the National Automated Clearing House facility. So that's all from my side in this particular video lecture, and with this second unit is also completed. Okay, our second unit is completed, whereby we have seen electronic fund transfer, that again we have seen the NEFT as well as RTGS. Similarly, we have seen the debit card, credit card. Okay, electronic banking, the advantages of the electronic banking. Okay, so these are the aspects which we have covered under this particular chapter. Okay, now in the next video lectures we will see the third unit and the third unit. Basically the third unit deals with, it's again a small unit where we are having the two aspects, two chapters where we can say the banks and customer relationship, and the second one is there the interest on the different types of the accounts. Okay, so that we are going to see in the third unit, and in the fourth unit we will deal basically with the central bank, its functions, as well as the central bank, its functions, as well as the credit control measures which are adopted by the central bank. So these two units are small one that we will cover. Okay, thank you.